murder of Sarah Payne. Sarah Evelyn Isabel Payne, born 13th of October 1991, was the victim of a high-profile abduction and murder in West Sussex, England, in July 2000. Sarah, who lived in Hersham, Surrey, disappeared on the evening of 1st of July 2000 from a cornfield near the home of her grandfather Terence Payne and his second wife Leslie in Kingston Gorse, West Sussex. Payne had been playing with her two brothers aged 13 and 11 at the time, and younger sister aged 5, when she disappeared. A police search of the local area commenced and quickly transformed into a nationwide search and national news story, with members of the Payne family, mostly her parents Michael and Sarah, making numerous television and newspaper appeals for her safe return. On the evening of 2nd of July 2000, officers from Sussex Police first visited Roy Whiting at his seafront flat in Littlehampton as part of their inquiries into Sarah's disappearance. A number of other suspects, particularly convicted sex offenders, were also questioned, and at least one other person was arrested. Police officers and numerous volunteers scoured the area around Littlehampton for clues to Sarah's disappearance, and her family made daily appeals on national television news for help in finding her. On 10th of July, police announced they had received information regarding the sighting of a girl who matched Sarah's description at Knutsford Services on the M6 motorway in Cheshire on the morning after her disappearance. 3 days later, Michael and Sarah Payne were warned by police to prepare for the worst, explaining that the emphasis of their inquiries had shifted and that there was a possibility that their daughter might not be found safe and well. On 17th of July, a body was found in a field near Pulsborough, West Sussex, some 15 miles from Kingston Gorse, where Sarah had disappeared. The next day, Sussex Police confirmed that the body had been identified as that of Sarah Payne. Police first visited Whiting's flat on the afternoon of 2nd of July 2000, but he was not there. The police returned that evening and questioned Whiting for over an hour before leaving. The officers left Whiting's flat, but were suspicious of his apparent lack of concern for Sarah, which differed from the attitude of at least one other known sex offender who had already been questioned. When Whiting reappeared soon afterwards and attempted to drive away in his van, he was stopped by the police. He spent 2 days in custody, but the police had no concrete evidence to press any charges, although they had found a receipt for fuel at Buckbarn Garage near Pulborough, which contradicted his alibi of being at a fun fair in Hove at 5:30 p.m. and then returning to his flat by 9:30 p.m. on the night Sarah disappeared. Whiting was released on bail. Following his initial arrest, Whiting did not return to his Littlehampton flat and instead went to live with his father in Crawley. On 20th of July, 3 days after Payne's body was found, a shoe was recovered from a roadside in the village of Coolham, 3 miles from Pulborough, and was identified as one of those belonging to Sarah Payne. On 23rd of July 2000, Whiting stole a Vauxhall Nova in Crawley and was pursued by police at speeds of up to 70 miles an hour before crashing into a parked vehicle. Whiting was arrested on a charge of dangerous driving. He was remanded in custody until 27th of September 2000, when he admitted to the charges and was jailed for 22 months. After Whiting began his jail term for the car theft and dangerous driving, detectives carried out forensic tests on his 1988 white Fiat Ducato van, which he had bought on 23rd of June 2000. On 6th of February 2001, following 7 months of investigation, Whiting was charged with the murder of Payne and sentenced to life imprisonment.